I'm Miss Hunter with Nicholas County Frysc, and today we're here to visit Daniel Boone's cabin, his last cabin that he had here in Kentucky, right in our own Nicholas County. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you all? I am Rebecca Boone.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you all. I want you to know my husband's name is Daniel. And Daniel is a great, great hunter of this area. And we are so proud to always be here. But I'm so sorry today you've missed him. He's out hunting the great buffalo and the great white. You know, there is a great white that lives here on our acreage, but we seldom ever get to see it because Daniel's always trying to hunt him, and he always misses him for some reason. We really don't know why. Evidently, it's because we have 57 acres here, and all this acreage is covered in a lot of trees and brush. You know, we moved here in 1795, and when we moved here, it was covered with trees and brush. Well, what could we do? We cleaned 10 acres with our own hands. We hewed out our own logs. As you can see, look at them. Look at the hews in the logs where the axe hit the log. We loved it here. We had a lot of hunting in all this area. And naturally, Blue Lick State Park, which is on down the dirt road that you might have come up when you came, that dirt road led to Blue Lick State Park. Blue Licks is an area where we boiled salt. Daniel went there in 1700, and I can't remember the date exactly now because he's traveled so many places. But he boiled salt there, and he was captured there by the Indians, by the Shawnees. They took him to Ohio, and he stayed there, and that's why I'm so worried every time he leaves. I'm afraid that he will be captured again. So they named him Shell Tower because he was so brave. Shell Tower stood for Big Turtle. Well, he became very great friends with the Shawnee Indians. And don't you know, they trusted him so much that they just let him travel all around in the camp. He heard them discussing there was going to be a great battle at Boonesboro. So he escaped and he went to Boonesboro. It took him 3 days to get there. But he warned them of this great battle that was going to happen. Well, it did. It happened, and many, many people were killed at that time. Us living here in Kentucky, here in Nicholas County, Kentucky. That was in 1782 when the great battle of the Revolutionary War was at Blue Licks. We lost Israel. And Daniel took his body and placed him in a cave there at Blue Licks. It really wasn't a cave. It was just an overhang. But we referred to it as a cave. Eventually, when the war was over, Daniel went and picked up Israel and took him to Boonesboro. There, he wanted to bury his son. And we love this area here where we lived, and we love this little cabin. You know, all of our food was prepared right here. That was in the wintertime. In the summertime, we cooked our food outside. We had a big tripod with a big black kettle on it. And that tripod held this kettle where we cooked a lot of our food. A lot of our food was mutton and deer. He killed rabbits. He killed anything he could for us to survive. We raised a garden here on this land for 2 years. Well, the state came in, and the state wanted to prove that this cabin was built in the 1700s. So they came in and they drilled little holes in the cabin. Right here's one. Right up there. I want you to know, when they built that or drilled that, they put it in a chemical, and the chemical did tell that this cabin was built in the 1700s, the late 1700s. So they were able to get it on the National Register. But I want to just say this. This cabin is a treasure for our community and our county, as it was built here in 1795 by Daniel Morgan and Nathan. So we're very proud to have this cabin. We've had to do some restoration on it. It's like your own home. When you have a home, you have to keep it up. You have to put a new roof. You have to do different things to the building. So we came in 2 years ago and we put a new roof on it, a shake roof, which was the same type of roof that Daniel had on it when he and I owned it. We also had a gentleman from Flemingsburg to come in. His name was Johnny Jett. Johnny Jett was with the Barnwood Builders, which is a great TV program on the DIY channel. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but if you haven't, you better be sure you watch it because it's a great channel to see. Johnny works for them. They go all over the United States, rebuilding and tearing down and rebuilding cabins. Bars. They take down bars and make them into homes. Johnny came in and he showed us how to chink it. This is what is called chinking. This is chinking right here. It had concrete here, which was not what Daniel and I had in the cabin when we came here. So Johnny taught 8 of us how to chink the cabin. But we are so pleased that you will get a lesson about our history, hear about Daniel Boone living here on this land, as Daniel was a great hunter. He was also a blacksmith. He also fought in battle many, many times. So we hope that you will learn something from the history of this cabin today, and from the life of Daniel and Rebecca Boone. So, as I close today, I hope that you will come and visit us sometime. Ask your parents to bring you here, because it's a great site on US 68. Thank you, and have a good day.